we will interrupt all programs to give you latest news bulletins. Stay tuned to this station.
The Jell-O program brought to you by Jell-O and Jell-O Pudding, starring Jack Benny with Mary Livingston, Phil Harris, Dennis Day, and yours truly, Don Wilson. The orchestra opens the program with the Gay Ranchero. Convenient way to buy Jell-O, ladies and gentlemen, is to get several packages at a time and use them as you want them. And with the new Jell-O, you can do this without any fear that your supply of Jell-O will lose flavor and freshness as it stands on the pantry shelf. You can now buy a dozen packages of Jell-O at one time and know that they will all stay at the peak of their goodness until you want them. Because today, Jell-O's flavor is locked in. Locked into the Jell-O particles by an exclusive Jell-O process. The tiny Jell-O particles deliver their full-strength flavor to you intact. Now prove it for yourself. Open a package of Jell-O. Notice that there's no telltale aroma, no sign of escaping fragrance and flavor. But the instant you dissolve the Jell-O, you unlock its captive flavor, and out it pours in all its original richness. Tomorrow, when you order Jell-O, order several packages. Get all of Jell-O's 6 delicious flavors, and always have a full assortment on hand from which to choose. You can keep Jell-O as long as you please. Its flavor doesn't go away. We put it in, and it's there to stay. The Gay Ranchero, played by the orchestra. And now, ladies and gentlemen, it is my very great honor to bring you a man who last Sunday on this program gave you what was undoubtedly the finest performance of his acting career.
That's right, Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde.
So without further ado, I give you the only actor in America who can make Jekyll and Hyde sound like Brenda and Cobina, Jack Benny.
Hello again, this is Jack Benny talking, and Don, that may be your idea of a funny introduction. But to ridicule my performance of last Sunday, which everyone hailed as a dramatic nugget, that really burns me up.
Now, take it easy, Jack. I thought you played the part well enough, but I happened to see the picture, and I didn't think you were as good as Spencer Tracy.
Oh, you didn't?
No.
Well, Don, let me ask you something. Who signs your check every week? Spencer Tracy or the Benny Goose that lays the golden egg? Take that as my thought for today.
But, Jack, you don't seem to understand.
Oh, no.
When Spencer Tracy played the part, there was a decided difference between both characters. But when you did it, I couldn't tell your Jekyll from your Hyde.
Well, you can't tell your stomach from an igloo. So what do you know about it? A fine pal you turned out to be.
Now, Jack.
And don't call me Jack. From now on, you will please address me as Mr. Benny, and I'll call you Mr. Wilson. Is that clear?
Oh, I think you're being very childish about the whole matter. Absolutely childish.
Don't try to bring my age down. Flattery won't help. Remember that, Mr. Wilson.
Mr. Wilson? Who's Mr. Wilson?
That hulk over yonder. Listen, Mary, you witnessed my performance last week. What did you think of it?
Well, personally, I thought you were very good as Georgie Jekyll.
I wasn't Jekyll, I was Jekyll. Dr. Jekyll.
Well, in that case, phooey.
Phooey? What do you mean, phooey? I don't get it.
All right, take the word lovely and fool around with us.
Let's see. Lovely, lively, Mr. Benny to you. And let me remind you and Mr. Wilson of something that you both may have forgotten. When I switched from Dr. Jekyll to that horrible Mr. Hyde and that gruesome look came over my face, women in the audience screamed. One of them even fainted.
Well, it won't happen today. They caught that mouse.
Oh, then I guess I can take these bicycle clips off my pants. However, as long as you and Don are in such a critical mood, I'd like to point out that Christmas is only 18 days away.
Why else did you come in mad at everybody?
All right, keep it up, keep it up. You know, I already bought your Christmas present, young lady, but I may exchange it for something cheaper.
Something cheaper?
Yes.
They don't dig a bargain basement that deep.
Well, you worked in more of them than I did. I can go along with a ouch. You do that once more, Miss Livingston. There'll be a... Oh, hello, Dennis.
Oh, Mr. Benny. Gee, was that a performance you gave last week? Was that a performance?
Well, thanks, Dennis. I'm glad you liked it.
Not only me, my whole family thought you were wonderful.
That's nice. I'm glad someone appreciated me.
Listen, Jack, the trouble with you is the minute you do something halfway good, it goes right to your head.
Mr. Benny was wonderful.
Quiet. Why, to hear you talk, Jack, anyone would think you were the biggest ham in Hollywood.
Oh.
I'd like to see a bigger one, by golly.
Well, thanks, Dennis. You tried. Anyway, you thought I was good.
Oh, marvelous. What a performance.
Well, look, kid. I'm making out my Christmas list today, so before singing your song, how about throwing out a few hints? What would you like Uncle Jack to get you?
Well, I thought of a few things, but they're pretty expensive.
Just name them. You're one person in this cast that deserves the best. Wait till I get my pencil here. Now, what do you want, Dennis?
Well, I'd like to have a nice gray suit with a pinstripe.
Okay. One gray suit with pinstripe. Anything else?
Well, I'd love to have a grand piano to practice my songs on.
Okay. One grand piano.
Are you sure you got lead in that pencil, Mr. Benny?
Yes. Now, what else do you want, Dennis?
Well, I've always wanted one of those toy birds on a stick, and when you swing it around your head, the bird goes...
Okay. One bird on stick. Now, what else do you want?
Oh, stop, will you? You're just trying to make Don and me jealous. Dennis isn't going to get all that stuff.
Well, he's getting something he wants.
Gee, I wonder what it is.
I'll give you a hint, kid.
Don't spoil the surprise, for heaven's sake. Now, go ahead with your song, Dennis.
Okay.
Hold it a minute. Come in.
Mr. Benny?
Yes.
I want to congratulate you on your performance as Mr. Hyde last week. I was so frightened, my hair stood on end.
Your hair? What hair?
Right there. Stand up, Herman.
Oh, get out of here. Herman. Well, I suppose if you only got one hair, you might as well have a name for it. Sing, Dennis.
When
nights afar, the dearest things I know.
Ladies and gentlemen, a special announcement. The entire regular personnel of the sheriff's and police office has been placed on a 2-platoon basis with 12-hour shift. All auxiliary personnel has been directed to stand by for emergency service instructions. The regular county defense program is functioning in an orderly manner, and citizens are urged to remain calm and avoid all unnecessary confusion because of hysteria. Citizen volunteers are asked to go quietly to their nearest police or fire stations and offer their services if they wish to help. There is no immediate cause for alarm, and coolness will accomplish more than anything else.
Medley of Everything I Love and All the Things You Are, sung by Dennis Day. Very good, Dennis, but what's the idea of singing 2 songs today, huh?
Well, Mr. Benny, I've got 2 girls, and I thought I'd dedicate a number to each of them.
2 girls? Well, that's modern youth for you. You know, Dennis, when I was your age, I was satisfied with only 1 girl. Gussie Bagel Twist. Gussie was a dream, yeah.
Is that the girl you sued because she cut you with her buck teeth?
I never sued her. I just told her to get a brace on. Anyway, I was talking to Dennis.
Whatever happened to your girl, Mr. Benny?
Gussie? Oh, I went into vaudeville, and she went away to veterinary college. We sort of drifted apart. She's one of the biggest horse doctors in northern Illinois now. Doing very well, too.
Do you keep in touch with her, Mr. Benny? Do you ever write to her?
Oh, once in a while when he has a cold or something.
Yeah, I had a touch of the flu a couple of weeks ago, and she sent me some pills that were as big as baseballs. And some liniment to rub on my withers. One thing about Gussie, though, I never get a bill from her. That's... Well, look who's here.
Hiya, Jackson. How's my pal?
Don't Jackson or pal me, Mr. Harris. Let me ask you something. Did you or did you not go into the Brown Derby after last Sunday's show and tell people that my acting was putrid?
Last Sunday? Maybe I did. I'd say that lots of times.
Well, you did. You told everybody at your table that I was very bad as Jekyll and Hyde.
How do you know?
Because I've got a waiter there that spies for me.
Naturally, you couldn't tip a waiter just for waiting on you.
Mary, that's a little arrangement between Andre and me.
Yeah, I should have known that waiter was a spy. His mustache fell in my soup.
You wearing a false mustache? I told him not to overdo it. Anyway, Phil, you did run down my performance.
Yeah, but I changed my mind about that. You know, I met one of the greatest dramatic actors in this town last night, and he said you were great. Orson thought you were terrific.
Who, Orson Welles?
No, Orson Buggy. Ain't that a Lou?
Well, that settles it. If I don't get Glenn Miller in my stocking Christmas morning, I'll never write another letter to Santa. And incidentally, Mr. Harris, you better have a good excuse for coming in late today.
Well, I'm sorry, Jackson, but I was out shopping. Say, Mary, you know what I'm getting Alice for Christmas this year?
No, what?
A roadster.
A roaster, say.
You know, for the oven.
That's a roaster. Buys his wife a roaster for Christmas and calls it a roadster.
All right, I'll put wheels on it. That's a Sharpie, eh, Jackson?
It's a Sharpie, eh, Jackson? Sharpie. And don't call me Jackson. I'm Mr. Benny to you and to everybody else on this program except Dennis.
You mean I can call you Jack?
Yes, until I make up with the others. What burns me up, I worked my head off on that play last week and did a swell job.
You sure did, Jack.
And this little episode just shows me who my